Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be making a wig with 3 bundles of hair in 10 inches and a KMK closure in 8 inches. So the hair details will be down below in the description box. Just click on the drop down arrow beside the title for the details. Uh-huh. Okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Uh-huh. So let's get right into the video. So these are the things you need to do your hair. You need your hair, of course, and then your KMK closure, some T-pins, needles, a thread, a pair of scissors, and the hair clip. You'll also need a mannequin head. You can use this if you have one, and that's fine. And also a mesh cap or any cap of your choice. So we always start sewing down with your closure first off, and you just pin it before you sew. And when pinning, make sure it's right at the center of your wig cap. It needs to lay down flat, so just pull it a little bit at the back and then you pin it down. Making sure that it lays down flat. So after pinning, just pull your hair up and clip it down to keep it away when you're sewing. So if you're ready, let's get sewing. So when it comes to your closure, you need to sew down one side before you sew down the other part. Don't sew it right from one end to the other end. This can make it not to lay down flat. So as you can see, I just sew one side first, and then here I turned over the other side and just started sewing. So you just sew till you meet where you stopped at the other side. When you're sewing your closure, always sew the thick part. Please do not sew the lace itself. There's an outer thick layer. That is where you put your needle through so as not to damage the lace itself. Then when you're done, just catch your threads and then tie it down a few times, and you cut off the excess. So with our very first bundle, we start sewing at the back. And before you sew, just pin down the hair. The pinning down helps guide you and makes the sewing very easy. So here I'm just trying the flip over method. With this method, you avoid cutting, especially as a beginner. Avoid cutting your hair bundle. Just flip over and then you sew. Okay, so as we have pinned, and then we sew. And when you come to the part you flipped over, you need to sew it down really well because it will be thicker the side you flipped over. So you just sew it down very well so it's flat. So this is basically it. You adjust, you pin, you readjust, you pin. When you're okay, you start sewing. And always make sure that when you're doing the flip over method, okay, and your next line should be a bit longer at the end than the first. In this way, you're creating a U shape gradually as you get to the top or as you get closer to your closure. So this is where we flipped over, so we are sewing down really well to avoid it getting thick and bumpy. So you pin and you sew. And one thing to consider is your spacing. When I'm at the back, I space out really small to just have a full of like just have my back full of hair. And then when I get to the top, I just space out. So you keep sewing. Over here, I realized that my wig cap was not laying down, but it kept moving. So this is one mistake you need to avoid. And you have to pin down your wig cap onto the mannequin head before you sew, so as to keep it in place. So you just pin and it guides you as you sew, which makes it a lot easier. And also be careful with the needle as you sew so as not to prick yourself. So as you pin and you sew, you realize that when you are getting to the top, you would have that U shape. So if you get to the top, you see the U shape. Then you pin down, you still sew. So if you have a few bundles of hair lying around, you don't know what to do with it, you don't know who to give it to, maybe because you're scared you might not get what you really want, you just try this on your own. You don't need to use one day, you can just try your hands on it, go do whatever you want to do, come back later and just try your hands on it. So when you start first, don't be too hard on yourself because it can get a little tough, but as time goes on, you will just master the art. All you need to do is to practice, practice, practice. If you have any questions or suggestions, you can leave them down below in the comment section and I'll be very grateful. So as you can see, when we got to the top, I started spaying out a lot more because I wanted to keep to my 3 bundles, even though I had 4 at hand. So when spacing out, one thing to consider is the number of bundles you have. Okay, so when you get to the very top, you can feel free to cut the hair. As much as when we started we didn't want to cut and we were doing the flip over method, when you get to the top to have that flat finish, you can cut the hair and there won't be any problem. So here, because I'm at the top and I didn't want to flip over, I'll have to cut the hair. So this is it. Okay, so when you get to the very top, you'll be sewing the last weft of hair attached to the closure. We are doing this to avoid any kind of space between the two. So you just pick your needle through the hair weft and then through that thick layer of your closure, and then you sew. So you sew them together. You basically just sew from one side to the other, following the same method. So you can style the hair in any way you want. You can curl, you can do whatever you want to do to it to get the desired look you want. So I straightened the hair with my flat iron, and then with the same flat iron, I just curled it back a little bit to have that look, and so I just pulled it away from my face. So you can style it any way you want it. So that is it, guys. When you're done, just pull down the hair and comb it out, and then you style as desired. And don't forget to cut out the curve where your closure is. Please be careful not to cut your closure. And you can dab it the closure with the foundation to have that natural scalp look. Guys, thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye bye.